Let me get this video done. I got 2 damn videos that I need to be doing right now. And plus, I can't stop looking at Shaniki Hernandez's ass, my favorite thirst trap. I never gave that woman money. Don't give me this. She's my favorite thirst trap, but I never gave that woman money. But anyway, weird transition. But we're going to be talking about Charleston White. And I don't think this is this probably won't be a long video, but I do wanted to talk about it for some reason because I feel like he is another one of those interesting characters that I feel like people talk about. Charleston White. I don't know where the fuck he came from. I don't know who the fuck he is and all that other shit. But from what I've done seen, is like every time I'm on YouTube or like on Instagram, there's videos of him doing some I don't want to say coon shit, but let's just say uppity nigga shit. Uppity nigga shit. Like, he still do nigga shit, but it's just like uppity nigga shit that a lot of niggas don't condone. So, like, spray, like, Mason, probably Mason Soulja Boy in their face was just like, why? It's just like, for what? Did he attack you? And all that other stuff. I really didn't. Now, this is probably bad on me because I really didn't care on why he maced him. I know there's a story there. There's a video there explaining why he did that shit. I really don't fucking care. I just thought that was kind of lame. I just personally think it's kind of lame. And, he say a lot of things that rubs people the wrong way to where I seen people kind of refer to him as Uncle Ruckus. And, like, he's gotten the coon energy. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I can sense the coon energy. But at the same time, he says some shit that I agree with. But my problem, and it's with niggas like these that I have the problem with. It's just like, I want to agree with you. You know, like, it's him and Candace Owens. I realize, like, I don't have real big virtual hatred for Candace Owens like a lot of people, because there's a lot of times where she speak on things and she's absolutely correct, especially when it comes to modern families and how, like, most people are raised and shit. If you hear her talk about, like, families and the marriage and all that other stuff, she's actually on point. If you don't believe me, check out the Roommates podcast where she was on there. She was on point on that. And then it's just like, when you see shit like this, it's just like, damn, she's speaking her shit. She's actually being real fucking correct. And she's right about shit. It's just like, but then you see the other shit where she kind of like sucks off the white man so bad that she's like a fucking teacher's pet to the fucking white man, where people call her a bed witch. And it's just like, and she's going confused, like, why do people call me a bed witch? And it's just like, bitch, you know why. And you know why. It's not even the fact that you don't like Black Lives Matter, you don't like anything that the left does and some shit like that. Most people don't really care about that. But when you start speaking about shit, and then it's just like, sometimes it comes out of your ass and some shit, we don't really want to hear you. Let's be real. When she came up to the Black Lives Matter, one of the Black Lives Matter arena, she pulled up to her house trying to get an interview or some shit like that. You think niggas really wanted to be on her side? No. But the fact that no one likes Black Lives Matter either is just like, it was just weird to see, because it's just like two sides that nobody really likes. But it's just that the fact that she pulled up on her, I laughed at that. I said, damn, you let Candace Owens pull up on you? You over there crying? She's out there, and she was pregnant then too. And that's what made it worse. And it's just like some shit, she agreed. Some shit with her I agree with, and then if there's some shit I don't. It's the same thing with Charleston White. There are some things I do agree with when he talk about gangs and when he talk about gang culture and some shit about telling on somebody. Like, he had something that was like, why? How the fuck can you look at yourself when your man take the rap for you and you did the crime? He's right about that. And sometimes like the whole and then he'll say some shit like death to all gang members. And the back of your head is just like, whoa, you ain't even got to go that far. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm one of the people that, when Dr. Umar Johnson said we can't save everybody, somebody got to go for good. I agree with that because not everybody can be saved. You understand not everybody, but death to all gang members is like all, even the ones that could be saved. You're like, nah, death to all gang. And he one of them niggas is just like, if you, even if, let's just say like if the police catch you, you might have did something wrong. He's one of those people. The police ain't do nothing wrong. If they catch you doing shit, you probably shouldn't have been there in the first place, which is unfair. Which is really fucking unfair. And here's a quick story. Before I joined into the Navy, it was me, my best friend Jew, and like 2 other niggas. And I think my man Hook was there too. Alright, and it was like me, 3 other niggas, standing on the corner, minding our own business, not bothering nobody, just talking, shooting the shit. Motherfucking cop just, I don't know if the cops were called. It was never said, but the cops were called. But he just stops right in front of us, asking us questions and shit. He was like, I guess there was supposed to be a curfew, but we was all above the age of 18, so it was just like we were just sitting there shooting the shit, not bothering nobody in a spot where it's just like you can't even bug nobody. We're just there minding our own fucking business, just shooting the shit. And like my house is literally in walking distance. Like 20 feet of my apartment, the apartment that I was staying in, it's literally like 20 to 50 feet away. That I could just walk in the house and just like go in the house and go in my room or some shit like that. That's how close I was. So I'm looking at so we fucking shooting the shit. The cops come, just like, hey, you know, what are you guys doing? It was like nothing, just talking and some shit like that. Next thing you know, we getting strip search. It was like, why the fuck are we getting strip search? We ain't got nothing. So like, I wanted to catch it as bad as I wanted to catch an attitude, but I don't know, like I don't like, and we didn't have anything on it. But I've been in those. I've heard about stories about, you know, even though you was in the right, that, you know how people say, if you ain't got nothing, just, it's like, showing them my ID, I didn't have a problem with that, but getting strip searched because you think you got weed on, and then, like, you, like, and then, like, because, look, checking for handguns or some shit like that, and I'm like, now, we didn't, honestly, if I didn't know the fucking law like I did now, it was like, well, I would have asked on what grounds. I'd have literally asked on what grounds, because we wasn't doing that. We would have had the absolute right. It's like, on what grounds. But he started strip searching to see if we had weapons or anything, and we didn't have nothing. Next thing you know, there's 4 other fucking cops' cars. And I'm not exaggerating. I am definitely not exaggerating. I see 4 more cop cars come, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like visually pissed. I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I was like visually pissed. It's like, why the fuck you got all these cop cars out here? It's just like, and it's just about 4 of us and we not doing anything. Nigga gonna ask me, oh, you know, it'd be cool y'all done had it, but, you know, any one of y'all got any weed on you? We looked at him, it was a stupid, no. So after, you know, they fucking, I said, after he fucking, like, not strip searches, but he checked us. I don't know why I'm saying strip search. But after he checked us and we had nothing on us that's illegal or some shit like that, him and the motherfucking cops, and then one of the cops just like gave us a bad look. It's like, I wish one of y'all would try some shit like that. Which made me even more pissed because I kind of like stared him down. And nothing happened after that, but it was just like, what the fuck? And what the fuck? And it was, my attitude, I was so pissed off for the rest of that night that it's just like, yo, we didn't do nothing. I guarantee you don't do this in no white neighborhood. You just see 4 niggas out there and you think I'm pretty sure he thought we was selling drugs or some shit like that. It was like, you just see 4 niggas out here just minding our own business. We could have been fucking King of the Hill. We could have been a black version of King of the Hill. And they, you know, they wouldn't fucking care or some shit like that. And honestly, I did felt that, you know, if we was white, you wouldn't even fucking bat an eye. You wouldn't even look past us. So that's how I feel about Charleston White. I feel like, oh, he probably said, and he looked like the type of niggas that you niggas shouldn't have been out there in the first place. I said, we wasn't doing anything. And that's how most people get locked up. And that's how most people get hemmed up. Because it's like you catch it, for some reason, as a black man, you catch the slightest attitude with the cops being unruly. And I've seen white people curse out fucking cops, and them niggas just sit there and take it. It's like, you're not going to do shit. My dad's a fucking lawyer. Have your fucking ass, pal. And them motherfuckers say, yeah, alright, whatever. I need to see your badge number, mister. It's like, nigga go, yo, what the fuck you doing? Is it, alright, you being unruly. And I felt that. Now, that was like my third altercation with the police and some shit like that. Where, like, it's like, what in the fuck? It's like, this is your nigga wake up call. And I wasn't even one of those people who's just like, not all police are bad. I'm not even one of those, not all police are bad. But it's just like, that was like my nigga wake up call. It's like, damn, I'm not even doing nothing. You over here bothering me? And I feel like, and the way Charleston White acted, like, he was like, oh yeah, they should have been doing that. I was like, no, because I didn't do anything. I don't feel safe. I don't want to say molested, but I just feel picked on. Let's just say that. I just felt picked on for no reason. You just fucking with me just because, or some shit like that. Like, there's other fucking shit going on. So, every time I see Charleston White, and I see an interview, he has a point. And then he goes overboard where it's just like, you know what? I'm not rocking with that. Him with academics. Like, I seen that one. He has academics and some shit like that. There's some shit you agree with, but after some shit, I was like, nah. Alright, you going a little bit too far. It's the same thing when he's like deaf to all gang members, and he was like, fuck Nipsey Hussle and all that other shit. And I was like, and that one right there, and I know that caught everybody, especially the Crips, where the Crips had to come talk to him. And I remember, I seen like a video of this. I ain't seen a full version. I don't know if there was a full version, but it was a video of this. It was like two old Crips, OG Crips, and Charleston White. And Charleston White looked like he was trying to start a fight. And the Crips were civilized. They wasn't even trying on no shit. They just wanted to confront him because you was like, fuck Nipsey Hussle. And it's like, why are you saying fuck Nipsey Hussle when Nipsey Hussle was one of the people that was trying to do stuff for the community? It was the fact that he's rolling 60 Crip, but the nigga was actually trying to, put value into the community. That's why when his death, when he fucking died and some shit like that, niggas felt his death. Because you killed the one nigga that was actually doing good for the community. Now, I know he's apologized since then, but, I see no academics that he's apologized to Nipsey Hussle and the family of Nipsey Hussle. There's people that's like, yo, who the fuck, put a gun to his head? That I found funny. It's like, yo, who put a gun to this nigga head to make him apologize to that? Because because the whole time he's like, fuck Nipsey Hussle and all that shit. He was like, fuck all the gang members. That's how he really is. Fuck all the gang members. And he's like, he is a snitch that, to a point where you don't like that type of nigga. It's just like, you can't do shit around him because he will snitch on you. If he really is. He'll say that. I tell. He is literally a black Karen. He is a black male Karen. And it's just like, you don't need that type of nigga around because it's just like, it's just like he will annoy the fuck out of you. And, excuse me. And I don't want a nigga like that around me all the fuck. I'll tell you, it's okay to be. No, here's the thing. It's okay to be a civilian. It's okay to tell all the police and all that other stuff. If someone's fucking with your community and all that other stuff. If a nigga's doing crime, they should do the time. Don't get me wrong. I agree with that. But people like him, it's just like, you don't need a guy like him around because he'll just fuck your whole shit up. He even told me how like he'll go to jobs and he'll just see something wrong and then he'll snitch on it. He'll go to the higher ups to where they give him a settlement and he'll just live off the settlement. I listened to that. I said, that's some bitch ass shit. That's literally some bitch ass shit. It's just like, you could be minding your own business and nigga just snitch on you. And I hate people like that. It's one of those things there, and this, I'm going to make this quick because I know I usually ramble. I remember in the Navy, it's just like, they have this rule, it's just like, you could be talking to your friends. and a random person could listen to your conversation and go, and snitch to her out. He just said something that made me uncomfortable. It was like, who the fuck? And then like they go confront him about it, and it's just like, who? It's like, who? I wasn't even talking to her. And trust me, this has happened in the Navy where it's like someone has literally snitched on another person for conversations that she wasn't even in about a situation that didn't even concern her at all. He was talking about some other things. I can't remember what the conversation was, but she overheard. She didn't like what she heard, and then she told on the man. And I was just like, yo, that's really fucked up because that's none of your business. Why are you in another man's business and all of a sudden, and he wasn't talking about you, all of a sudden, I'm uncomfortable. That shit is fucked up. And that's the type of shit that Charleston White do. It's like, you don't like people like that. So in the back of your head, it's just like, you watch some of his interviews. And the same thing with Candace Owens. You watch their interviews, you like, I agree with that. I agree with that as well. And you know what? You may not be that bad. Why don't people hate you? And then you do the stupid, goofy shit that you go, okay, I see it. That's it. That's why people don't fuck with you. That's why people don't like you. It's just like, you a fuck nigga. Stay the fuck away from me. Oh, like, overall, he's same way like Andrew Tate, same way I think about Charleston White. He's a character. So, just like I tell about everything about a lot of these like black management, take whatever good that you can from there and, you know, just go about your business. Because some of these people are not worth your time. I don't worship no idols, alright? It's just like, you don't really worship nobody, but there's people just like you like, and you like hearing them. Yeah, you may not agree with them all the time on some things, but it's just like, okay, you see like a stand-up nigga. I don't really see that in Charleston White. I see him as just like, oh, you a rat. You a real rat. And last thing, and I'll say this, I do think gang members can be saved. Killer Mike has literally made an example on one of his shows, and it's just like he, instead of the Crips and Bloods fucking killing themselves, they hustle soda. You got Crip Cola and like Blood Pop. And them niggas was selling their sodas. Nobody died that day. So it's possible that you can do that. It's possible that these people can be saved. But you can't just be like giving up on people like that. That's all gang members? Nah, I just can't roll with that. Just like I listen to Candace Owens and sometimes and then she got that Blexit. And then I literally had to ask, it's just like, why, how come people don't like her? And then like once you get more and more into it, it's just like, alright, I see why people don't like her. So in conclusion, like I tell everybody, take whatever you can out of it that's, you know, you can utilize in your life, and then just go about their business. Not everybody's worth your worship. Not everybody's worth your praise. But when you do have a good opinion that everybody can stand on, I say you stand on it. Just say you can learn. It's no problem learning something from things that, you know, could help you out in the future. But let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.